me out. Look. They say you took too long to bring that old thing back. Oh, yeah? Shit, you know what it took to keep my mind on track? No way. I done took too many drugs that make my body relax. Found out I was chosen, so I'm under attack. So now it's on. I don't think you know what you facing. My shit is strong. Playing the hand with all the aces. Back, shorty, these niggas ain't nothing like me. I'm out of their league. I wasn't just blessed cause I sneezed. I walk on water till it's double up. Feeling like a king, still ain't done enough. Way my life went, I was troublesome. Had to shake it off, get my sack right, bag tight. Always choosing money over bitches, that's right. Welcome to the village. Know a couple killers, know a couple dealers, know a couple niggas that did a little sentence. That's right. The niggas bounce back like you do when you the illest. I know it's been a minute. I see you. Yeah, I know it's been a minute. But when I come back, they gon' feel it. I know it's been a minute. Getting money is the business. Paying no mind, cause I'm chillin'. You know it's been a minute. Yeah, I know it's been a minute. But when I come back, they gon' feel it. I know it's been a minute. Getting money is the business. Paying no mind, cause I'm chillin'. You know it's been a minute. Fuck a chat, ain't no conversation. See the with no saturation. Give my trust, never give again. It be your homies that'll do you in. So basically I'm saying fuck a friend. I'm past that like I'm in a cipher. Niggas wouldn't even write you. How they say they like it. Leave your lady alone, fuck around, they gon' pipe her. When you get home, you get the acting all spiteful. Right? Yeah, I know it's been a minute. But when I come back, they gon' feel it. I know it's been a minute. Getting money is the business. Paying no mind, cause I'm chillin'. You know it's been a minute. Yeah, I know it's been a minute. But when I come back, they gon' feel it. I know it's been a minute. Getting money is the business. Paying no mind, cause I'm chillin'. You know it's been a minute. Dang.
Hey there, Josh. I guess you're busy. I'm calling when you get a chance. Love you.
Fire. They gon' feel this one. I know it's been a minute, but they gon' feel this one.
That's how you start them off.
Let's get it.
Let's keep it going, man.
Hey, man. I don't even know how to start it. Let's just say we magical. And we gonna get right into it. Y'all already know who it is. AOC Laughing Loudly. And to the left of me, the right of y'all, we got...
Yo, it's your boy Rem, a.k.a. Rem de la Creme, man.
Switch it up. The man of 1,000 AKAs. 1/3 of Mr. 100. To the right of me, the left of y'all, we got...
NF de este lado y entregado como siempre. Mi gente, vamos a lo que venimos, coño.
Vamos a lo que venimos. And today we have a very, 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 very special guest. Y'all just heard him through the airwaves. Tell him who you be, man.
Yo, it's your boy Bag Bey.
Ooh.
Hey, one time
for Bag Bey.
Yes, sir,
in the
yes, sir.
building.
Thank you for having me, fellas.
No doubt.
Word. Thank you for joining us, man. First and foremost, God damn, that was bars, bro.
Yo, I appreciate it.
That was
brother.
bars. Let me give you another one of those, bro.
Hey, man, it's been a minute, man.
It's been a minute. Yeah.
But I know they gonna feel it, though.
Of course, they gonna feel it. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That was clean, man. That was clean.
I appreciate it, brother.
That was clean. Tell us a little bit about yourself, man. What's going on?
I'm from Jersey.
There you
Jersey.
go. Jersey.
That's it. That's all you gotta know.
Nah, I've been doing music majority of my life. You know, just perfecting my craft. You know, taking my time to figure things out, figure out my sound, figure out which direction I want to go with. You know, as far as my lyrics and how I wanted it to be delivered to people. So, you know, I got a son.
God bless, bro.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Dad gang in the building, man.
Dad gang.
Shout that out.
Yeah, I'm just trying to drop this project, Garden Snake, the newest project I got about to release on the 6th of April.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah. So, I've been working on this project for about a year now.
Nice.
As far as, you know, going to the studio and deciding which songs to save and which ones to release and just let go. So it took me some time to really put it together and figure out which direction I wanted to go with it. And I just really recently gave my life back to God, you know, so.
God bless, bro.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
But saying that, he sent me a message saying, like, you know, won't you make this album more church-based?
Okay.
The goal is basically to bridge the gap in between the streets in the church.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times it's hard to get through to people speaking just directly about God.
Yeah.
You know, because a lot of people will shut it down, or you don't want to change anybody's beliefs or anything like that. So,
Right.
but I felt like it was on my heart to try to bridge that gap. And ironically, you know, before my grandmother passed, she
Rest
said
in
one
peace.
day, thank you. She said one day you're gonna make gospel music, baby. I'm like, yeah, right.
Right.
Come on, Nana. I'm from the streets, like,
Yeah.
you know, like that's not what I'm used to. I didn't grow up on gospel music either, you know. So, but ironically, you know, this year something changed, you know, and I feel like I found myself not only through, you know, my music, but through God too. So, you know,
Bless.
yeah.
Bless. Bro, if the rest of the album sounding like that, it's go mode. They gonna hear it and they gonna feel it, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's you got two more. You got two
Yeah,
more.
yeah,
There you go.
Yeah, man.
Keep them in the chain, bro. Hold on.
Bag, I wanna ask you something, because when I was listening to that, I got the feeling of Cassidy
Okay.
in the
That's-
delivery.
People been telling me that my whole life. Cassidy.
For
Cassidy,
real?
Cassidy. Yeah.
All right, because I heard that like in your delivery, in your tone,
Mhm.
not necessarily in the topic, right? But
Right.
almost a little bit, because Cassidy is from the
Yeah.
streets, and
Mhm.
he had that same delivery. But
Right.
that makes me wonder, like, what are some of your influences growing up in the music?
I did listen to Cassidy growing up.
I think we all did.
Um,
That's a
but
given.
I don't think that I really tried to, you know, nitpick off of his style.
Mm.
It's just I sound like that. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, it's
Maybe our voices match or something like
some
that.
kind of.
I think it's more of a like the vocals.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
But I listened to a lot of Jadakiss,
Nice.
Andre 3000. I listened to a lot of
Of
Andre
course,
3000.
legends.
Ti was a big influence as far as my ad libs go. I picked that up from him. That's really it as far as like who I musically was influenced by. But I listen to a lot of all genres of music, so I can't really pinpoint who I listen
Gotcha.
to particularly. I listen to a lot of Tory Lanez. I don't know. that,
Nice,
You know,
nice.
but yeah, I don't really. I jump around a lot, so
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You'll hear it on the album. My producer said it himself. He's like, "You touched every genre of music on this
That's
album."
fire.
Nice,
I'm
yeah.
like, yeah, I did. You're right.
Yeah.
Different flavors, you know.
Yeah,
Versatility is
Yeah, yeah.
important.
Yes,
man.
sir.
versatility.
Yes, sir. So
Yep.
you know, I try to do that on purpose to just see what people gravitate towards more. You know, and I'm the type of listener that when I'm listening to an album, I don't want to keep hearing the same style
Same.
throughout the whole album. I'm only gonna get through halfway through the album and I'm gonna turn it off. You know, so and that's part of the reason why I only did 11 songs too. So it gives it more of a playback type of thing. There's more leg room for you to listen to it again instead of
Right.
it being like 17, 18 songs, you know. So,
Might exhaust your ear being
Yeah.
if it's
Yeah.
like 18, 20 tracks, right?
yeah,
You
exactly.
can go
So-
through 11 songs in
and
a
feel like
day,
you can
yeah.
listen again, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the goal.
I got a question, man. I want to know when this started, bro, because we go way back,
Mhm.
and we was basketball players.
Right.
So I didn't even I saw you one day on Instagram. I'm like, oh, I didn't even know he rapped, and I was like, yo,
Yeah,
it was fire to see from the beginning to now. So when did this all start, bro?
As far as what? As
Just-
far as
just
like
you-
when was my first studio session?
Like
Or
just
when did I write my first song?
yeah, deciding you wanted to pursue.
When I was living in the Ville, when we was living in the
Oh,
Ville.
okay.
I started writing then. It was trash, obviously. Like I didn't know what I was talking about or what I was doing. I didn't have no cadence or anything like that. But that's where it started. Then once I moved to Piscataway, that's where I started to perfect it. You know, and that's where I fell in love with it. I recorded my first song when I was 15, 16, something like that.
Nice.
Yeah, I took the train, the bus, all the way to the studio, like 2 hour, 3 hour ride just to record one song.
Mm.
and I don't even have that song anymore. It pisses me off. But you know,
But the energy was there back
Yeah,
then, I'm
yeah,
guessing.
definitely,
Yeah, because that's like a
I've always been writing everything. So you know, if you hear any song from me and I'm on it, I probably most likely 90% of the time I wrote the hook and my verse, obviously. You know, so yeah. I take this very seriously. You know, I'm all in with this. I done quit my job and, you know, just trying to go full throttle with it because I feel like it's either now or never, you know. So
you should, man. Yeah,
yeah.
as you should, bro.
Word.
Respect on that.
And
A lot of
respect to
people
you
are
on
not.
that, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people are not willing to sacrifice what they have for what they desire or their ambitions in life. You know, so
Right.
that's a big leap, man. Congrats to
Yeah,
you, bro.
Thank you, man. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
But also, if you believe in something, like, I think that's the ultimate show of that is going all in.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Exactly.
putting whatever insecurities or doubts you may have to the side and being like, no, I'm gonna give it everything.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. For sure. So what was I guess let's bring it back to the beginning. What was like I guess growing up in Jersey?
Jersey.
I'll tell you one thing about Jersey. Jersey will teach you how to survive.
Yeah, for
Ooh,
sure.
Jersey will
That's
definitely
bars.
teach you how to survive. It will teach you how to thrive, and it will teach you how to hustle.
No.
There's a lot of things that I learned in Jersey that you can't learn anywhere else
No.
because we have every culture here in the state. So you know,
Facts.
I get along with Hispanics. I get along with white people. I get along with black people. I get along with Asians. I get along. You know, you got every single type of culture here,
Wow.
and we all mix very well. It's not like New York, you know. Like
No.
New York seems like a little boundary based, I guess.
I think
when
they
it
have
comes
their
to their
spots.
cultures,
Yeah.
But when you come to Jersey, it's like
All mixed in.
everybody's in the pot.
Yeah.
You know? So I love my state, man. I love Jersey, but you gotta get out of here, man.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta. Jersey's the type of state if you stay too long without leaving, you'll never leave.
You're
know?
stuck, yeah.
Yeah. So
I could see that. Yeah, it's true.
yeah, and I know a lot of people that leave New Jersey and then come back, and I'm like, what you coming back here for?
No.
It's nothing here but us. So yeah, but I love Jersey, man. I love it to death, and I do it for Jersey. You know, and on top of I'm doing it for myself,
Yourself
and my family,
first and foremost, yeah.
But yeah, of course, I'm always gonna come home. Always bring it home. So yeah, I love Jersey.
Love that, bro.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love that. And then you say you made your first song around 15,
Yeah.
right? And since then you've been into music.
Yeah, but I can say that I didn't take it as serious as I'm taking it now before. I've dropped projects before, I've dropped videos before, but I never invested in myself or
Gotcha.
even just took my craft as serious as I'm taking it now, so it hindered me a lot. And then and then on top of that, you go through life things and so but I can say that I've honestly been doing music consistently
Yeah.
since I was 15, 16.
That's dope.
Yeah.
What are some of the things along the way that have been not distracting you perhaps, but like maybe just not letting you completely go all in until now?
Drugs, women, money.
Both are drugs.
Yeah, think about it, yeah.
Girls are drugs.
That was redundant. Yeah.
Just being lazy.
Mm.
Being lazy, inconsistency, self-doubt.
Mm.
That was a big one.
Yeah.
Fear of failure. Like those things, like people don't realize that how big those things are when it comes to no matter what it is. It could be sports, it could be music, it could be clothing line, it could be anything. Like that fear of failure can really hinder you and slow you down, man. So I advise if you got anything that you want to do, that you just do it with no fear. You know what I'm saying? The only thing you should fear is God. So
That's bars, brother.
Power, yeah.
That's facts.
or
How did you How did you block out the noise? Like, how do you block out people telling you, oh, you can't do this? Like,
One, staying off of social media.
Mm.
There you go.
I'll post. I'll do what I need to do. I'll scroll a little bit, go through the people that I'm affiliated with, go to see what they're doing, and then I'm off of social media. I try to stay off of
Smart
social
man.
media as much as possible. I try to not listen to a lot of music because when you listen to too much music, sometimes that can alter your sound or alter your thoughts or alter your where you want to go with what you're trying to do. So I try to, listen to as much like beats and songs without no words. I listen to a lot of like intricate music without any words. And also I just stay in the house, man. Like I mind my business.
There you
Yeah,
go.
word.
You know what I'm saying?
Focused.
Like, stay in the house, bro. Like if I'm going out, I got a designated spot I'm going to, and then I'm taking my ass home. Like
Yeah.
I try to stay out of the streets as much as possible because first of all, ain't nothing out there. And second of all, ain't nothing gonna get you ain't gonna get nothing back from the streets. The streets ain't gonna do nothing but take away from you. So yeah, I just try to stay in the house, man. Watch Netflix, play PS5.
Don't tell you're talking the right stuff. You're talking the right stuff.
Talking to the gamers.
You-
over
Yeah,
there.
you waking up
you're
the
talking the right
demons.
stuff. Yeah, no, but that you definitely sound focused because, like you said, the music thing. First of all, we hear that from Rem all the time. Whenever you're listening, because I feel like music or good music is infectious.
It is.
Naturally, right? And then not that that's a bad thing, but it could be a bad thing if you're trying to do your own thing. The same way with being outside, just lingering.
Right.
You're
Exactly.
just it's just infectious to bring you into some shit that you don't need to be in.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's good, man. You sound focused, and like I said, that first song, I'm ready for that second and third one, but
We gonna play it, man.
yeah. Your voice control is crazy. I wanted to say that at the beginning, but we got into conversation. But
That took time, man. A lot of time. Breathing techniques, learning where to take your breaths at.
no,
Because if you hear that, you can't even really hear me breathing.
there's no gasp or nothing.
Right. That took time. Just learning how to, maneuver my voice. Around, not sound the same through every single word. Just different pitches. There's a lot that goes into recording, man, and I think that a lot of artists overlook it, and that's why you can tell the difference between somebody that's been doing it for a while and somebody that's just starting out. I mean, obviously, somebody that's just starting out is not going to sound as good as somebody who's been doing it for a while, but you have those artists that just naturally get it,
Yeah.
So those are a phenomenon, though.
Yeah. And you can't cheat experience though.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Experience will teach you. I gotta do
definitely
this
teach you.
different.
You know how
Yeah.
many songs I had to throw away? How many songs that
It's just like
I get to the studio and I'm recording it and I'm like, this does not sound the way I thought it was going to sound. Yeah, I've gotten to the point where now, mind you, I don't go to the studio unprepared, and what I mean by that is I write all my songs as if they're recorded before I even get to the studio. So what I mean by that is I got my lyrics, obviously. I got my ad libs. I got the extra sounds that I want to put in the background, whatever. All of this stuff is written down before I even get to the studio. So when I'm in the studio, it's like this.
taking full advantage of that
I know.
time.
All
Every-
my
every
time. Like
minute.
my producer loves me because he has no worries when I come in the studio. He's like, all right, we getting straight to work.
I love that.
And on top of that, it allows me room to, if I do make a mistake or if I do want to change something, it's not taking me a half an hour to fix it.
Yeah.
I just go to the paper, change it, and then we could go right back into business. So that right there is for all you artists out there. I think that you should be well prepared. It'll save you a lot of time. It'll save you a lot of money. and it'll save you the headache of having to go back and forth with the producer about like, yo, let me try it again, because I know producers don't say it, but that shit annoys the fuck out of them now.
Yeah.
Yo, just plug me in or start me over or something. It's like, dog, I didn't hit this button 100 times. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
get it right, bro.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I try to stay as prepared as possible. And mind you, this whole album, like I said, it's been pieced together. But ironically, every song, when you listen to it from the beginning to end, it's telling you a story about. Well, you know that the intro is God's limit.
Mhm.
So basically, I'm dead in that song. So when you go to the second song, it's the beginning of the story.
Okay.
Yeah. And then by the time you get to the end, that last song, that's me realizing that I'm dead. But there's another song that's on there that's really, like I said, intricate. And I don't know, you guys are obviously familiar with EVPs,
I am not.
No, I am not.
electric, what is it, voice phenomenon?
No, you're about to teach
is my
us
first
something.
time hearing
Yeah.
it.
The ghost, when they got the static speaker and the ghost talk through the static,
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
like that.
Like some white noise type.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Basically, one of the songs on there, the Firmament,
Mhm.
is me talking through white noise.
Okay.
So like that's like showing you that I'm dead.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Right? But you guys are gonna hear it. You guys are gonna hear it. I don't want to give away too much sauce.
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
nah.
Right.
So I just want people to know that it's a storyline if you really pay attention to the songs.
Those usually make the best albums.
Yeah.
When you tell a full story like
Mhm.
that.
Yep.
When they're cohesive like that, yeah.
Exactly.
It's not, and I hear it. It's not like you were like, oh, I have these songs, I just threw them together. It's an album.
No.
Like I
Took
hear by
pieces.
yeah.
It's like, all right, if I got this song, if I go to the studio, I'm recording at least 4 songs.
Right.
And out of those 4 songs, it might be one song that I like for an album that goes to the side. Or if it's 2 songs, 2 songs. But majority of the time, if I'm in the studio, it's one song I'm taking to put on a project out of those 4 or 5 songs that I record that night. So through this, I think I started recording this album March of last year. So it's been almost a year piecing this album together. So yeah, imagine all the songs that I was releasing like randomly.
Mhm.
Those are all the songs that I was recording that was throwaways.
Oh, okay.
So if you go and you listen to those songs, you'll hear that they're not mixed. They're not mixed as well as these songs because I knew what I was doing the whole time. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how difficult is that process though? Because I feel like as an artist, right, that perfectionist aspect is like always kind of it's a double-edged sword because like that's what you cut with, and that's why the project comes out or the content comes out, like your art comes out like this because you're so hard on yourself. But it also can be paralyzing to be like, well, I have these 50 songs. I'm doing an album. I want to keep it 11 tracks. How is Bag dropping songs? Like, how do you pick, this not making it in, this is making it in, and how hard is that for you?
How I pick is how the song makes me feel.
Okay.
And what's the most memorable song that I've recorded that night? Which song is the most catchy? Which song has the most context to it? Which song sends that tingle down your spine? That's how I decide which songs I'll keep and which songs I'll throw away. Now, don't get me wrong. Some of the songs that I throw away I really like.
That's what I'm getting
but
at.
they don't fit the context of the album.
Okay.
So if I did throw it away, it's because actually, I'm not even gonna lie. If I put it out, I liked it. If I don't put it out, then most likely I think it's trash. But don't get me wrong, there's been songs that I think is trash, and I play it for somebody, and I'm like, yo, what do you mean this is trash? I'm like,
Oh, don't worry. There's a lot of that here. I
I don't know who you're talking about, man.
There's a lot of that here, and that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's a day like in your life? What's a day like in the life of Bag?
Recently, well, I wake up, obviously, I'm gonna roll up, read my Bible for a little bit, and then I'll go get me a smoothie,
Nice.
a detox shot, take a walk, get my steps in, whatever, do some thinking. And then whatever I have planned for the day, I'll do it. If not, like I said, I'm either in the house or I'm at a restaurant eating or something. I like to eat. So, but
Ding,
yeah,
ding.
my day doesn't. I'm a boring person, man. I am a boring person. You would think that listening to my music, like, oh, this guy's got to be exciting. Like, nah, I'm really not. I had an exciting life, but at this point in my life, like, nah, I'm good. Like, I'm boring, bro.
You're focused now.
Yeah,
Focus, yeah.
Focused people usually are pointed out or talked about in a boring manner.
Right.
They're like, oh, he don't do anything because you do the same thing.
It's
You focus on
crazy.
the same thing,
It's
which
crazy.
is
That's when you're the wild boy and you're
Right.
crazy. Everybody want to be around you, but when you're a boring person, everybody's like, oh, they want to talk about you and all. So it's like, what? You liked me when I was crazy,
right, which is insane.
right?
The
Like,
irony of that.
Yeah, I think that comes from distraction, though. I think that comes from people seeking a distraction,
right,
right? So if you're focused, you might not seem as distracting as if you're wilding or you're going here or let's do these drugs or let's go meet these girls, aka let's do these drugs or
right,
you know,
right.
right, or let's go get into some trouble or some just even if it's not trouble, just some gossip.
Yeah, I don't do the gossip thing.
Right. And what I'm saying is that's distracting to a person. So a lot of people look for escape in life.
Yeah,
And it comes in the form of those things. So if you're not providing those things, you might seem like you're boring.
well, that's why I'm glad that my escape was never in people.
Damn, that's bars, bro.
Yeah, my escape has always been my music. So it's always been easy for me to just be like, well, I'm just gonna fall back.
Yeah.
Like I don't have an issue being by myself. Like I can be by myself and be happy.
Yeah.
Like don't get me wrong, I'm gonna have to leave the house at some point and walk around and get some fresh air and all of
Yeah.
that, and maybe say hello to some people, but I'm perfectly fine being by myself. So
That keeps you from spending money, man, and
yeah,
getting in
that
trouble.
too.
Yeah.
Woof.
Because if you're on some
Money.
shit on some shit like I can't be by myself, it's like who going to the club tonight?
Yeah,
Where are we going? What are we
Right.
doing?
always got to do something. Always got to be
Yeah.
active. I was like that at one point.
Yeah.
Always in the car, moving around, trying to figure out what people were doing and this and that. And I realized like that could be very toxic. It could be very, very toxic when you can't find a balance between not having to be around people and having to be around people. At some point, like you said, like the people can be your escape, and if you don't have nobody, then what do you do with yourself?
You're down low.
Yeah.
You don't want that.
Yeah,
There's a little bit of anxiety that comes with trying to be distracted, not having people around you, and then looking for people
right.
because you start feeling like worthless. You start feeling like alone. You start feeling like disliked.
Mm-hmm.
You start feeling like, oh, nobody wants to be around me. Nobody wants to hang out with me. So you get anxiety. You get this feeling of like, I need to go do something. I need to go to the club. I need to, yo, what are you doing? Rem, what are you doing? Cesar, what are you doing? Like that. Like you start trying to reach for people where it's
Right.
like, bro, just relax.
Yeah,
Take
you
a
learn
second,
that-
breathe.
You learn that from reading the Bible. It
Mm.
says in the Bible that don't chase people, chase Jesus. Like
Mm.
go to Jesus. You have anxiety, go to Jesus. You
I
upset, go to Jesus.
I'm actually glad that you transitioned into that because that was like the first question I thought about yesterday when I watched your clip, which by the way, fire.
Thank you.
I wanted to
Yeah,
make sure I said
congrats
that
on
on the
that, bro.
pod.
Yeah, the album. I mean, that video came out fire. That's dropping on the same day as the album. So
Nice.
Fire.
everybody's
Nice.
getting everything.
I
at one
will be
time.
looking out for that.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I did want to ask you, like, so you seem like just from the video, you seem to be a man of God. You
Yes.
seem to be very devoted.
Mm.
Is that a recent thing? Did you grow up like that? I know you mentioned
I've
your
always
nana
believed in
earlier.
God. Always.
Okay.
I've always believed in God, but there's a difference between believing in God and seeking Him.
Ooh, I like that.
Sorry.
Yeah, I just recently started seeking Him. You know, reading my Bible, doing my Bible study, going to church. You know, avoiding certain people, places, and things. You know, like, I don't get me wrong. I'm not perfect. I'm not a saint. You know, I still smoke weed. Obviously,
No one's perfect, and
know,
y'all better
like-
stop pretending to be.
Right.
Yeah. Oh,
Damn.
that's bars.
Word. But I feel my life changed after I started seeking Him. You know, like it's definitely a difference. Like I had a real bad problem with anxiety. I had a real bad problem with depression. I had a real bad problem with being a people pleaser. You know, and
We've all
Once-
been there, man.
Aye, brother.
you know, so like the Bible teaches you, man, a lot of things that you go through on a daily basis. You know, you don't have to you don't have to go through them. You know, like so. I advise people to if you're not gonna you know, go to church or anything like that, at least try to read the Bible a little bit, you know? That's what I advise. Because there's a lot of things that they teach you for your daily life. It's not even just about changing your life. God's not gonna try to force you to do anything, obviously. But it's just about, you know, taking one step at a time, day by day. Really. That's what it is for me. Everybody's journey is different though. So
Of course.
So you seek them out in a moment of necessity, or naturally you just felt like, all right, let me get closer to my God.
it's a funny story. So like I said, I've always believed in God. I was baptized when I was 6 years old. So and I did that on my own. My parents didn't have to tell me to do that or anything like that. Like I felt the Holy Spirit when I was 6. Went up to the pastor and you know had our meeting and set up a date, whatever. But you know, between that time and um, my grandmother died, she when she passed, it was just like I went down this dark path even further, you know. And one day I was just sitting in my car and I was tripping on shrooms, and he'd come to you, man. I just heard his voice and just started crying, bawling. I'm like, there you are, you know, like I've been waiting for you, you know. And that moment, it wasn't like it was an instant change,
Yeah.
but I seen step by step him bringing me to the place that I'm at now. So
Bless, bro.
it was definitely a eye opener. I don't know if it was just the shrooms that night, but I think that it was bigger than just the shrooms.
If it brought you all the way to the point you are now, it was bigger
Yeah.
than the shrooms,
Yeah, it
man.
was way bigger.
Yeah.
You're also gonna find where you're seeking when you're
Right.
doing any kind of drug, really, right? So like
Yeah.
that's why some people have very bad experiences when they do shrooms
Mm.
because their mind is seeking, you know,
Something negative.
something negative.
Yeah.
You were looking for God and God was looking for you, so that's what you're gonna find.
That's great, man. That's good right there. I like that. I like that a
Yeah.
lot. Thank you.
That's
man.
powerful.
Yeah, of course, man. I mean that's what it is, right? In life, you manifest, you become what you think about, right?
Right.
So whatever it is that's on your mind, whatever you're looking for, you're gonna find it
Yeah,
because you're looking for it,
exactly.
and that's manifestation in the open, right?
Yeah.
Like you talk about the things you want to do, so you're constantly like your brain's looking for them.
Mhm.
Your brain is creating them little by little. Um, and I asked about the God thing because me personally, I wasn't like that. I didn't grow up believing in God. I grew up believing in the universe.
Mm.
Very much, the universe has power over everything. But then, at one point, not too long ago, I realized that God is the universe,
Right.
and the universe is God,
Mm-hmm.
and we're all the universe in itself, experiencing itself,
Right.
right? So like this whole thing that opened up my eyes to realizing that like, yo, God is real.
Yeah.
God is you, and you are God, and you are the universe, and the universe is you. And like this
Yeah.
flip in my brain that was like, bro, you can't keep denying God. You have to embrace him.
Right.
You have to welcome him.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you reject him, you're rejecting yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to do that.
Wow.
That's powerful,
That's
man.
dope.
Right?
I'm,
So that once I saw your video yesterday, I was like, yo, I'm interested to see like how you felt. But you obviously, it's something that you've been doing your whole life since you
Oh,
were
yeah.
little. So
Yeah.
for you, you have a deeper connection. For me, it's something that I'm building every day.
Well, I'm happy that you're doing it, man. It's,
Thank you, man.
It's a process,
right.
you know, and like I said, everybody's journey is different.
Exactly.
So, you know, just because Pastor Philip Mitchell says something in one of his services, it says just because the guy was outside smoking a blunt and then he comes into the church, that don't mean you judge him. You know, God says, "Come as you are."
Mm.
You know, and He'll take your life and take your hand and lead you in the direction that you need to go.
Yes.
to where you need to go. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, take your time, brother. You
Yeah,
know,
of
it's a
course.
process.
Yeah, it's a marathon, right? So
Yes, sir.
I'm not in a rush to get anywhere. bro.
Yeah.
When you rush, I think we talked about it last podcast. When you start rushing, it's like driving too fast. You're most likely to crash.
Mhm.
Just take my time, make sure I get there.
Yeah.
So-
It seemed like everybody's that's like that I've been coming into contact with has been on the same page as far as like how they think and how they move, and that's nothing but God, man. You know, He's putting me in all the right places at
Right.
the right times, you know. So I can't do nothing but just let Him take the wheel, you know. Just be a passenger.
Man.
I love that, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So give us, at least give me. I'm sure Rem's interested too, and I'm sure C too. Give us another one of your tracks real quick. Let's play that. Let's
Yeah,
see
for sure.
what else you got in store for us,
But
man.
before we get into it, this one's called "Fire My Feet." I want to know a little bit about it before I.
This is actually the last song on the album.
Oh, okay.
This was the last song I wrote. I wrote this song the night before my mix session. So when I went to do my mix session, I'm like, yo, I got another song that I need to record. And we recorded that, and it came out phenomenal. Basically, it's just me expressing how I feel about God, my relationship with God, and how people should, you know, I don't want to force religion on people. That's not my goal. My goal is to just show people that God is real, you know, and speak to the youth. Really, the second verse is really me speaking to the youth and telling them that, you know, with all this stuff going on in the world, man, you got to put God first, really. So I hope y'all like that.
Let's get into it, man.
Let's do it.
Turn it off.
Flipping through these pages. It's crazy. Fire at my feet. Can't be blinded trying to see like me. Took me time to remember his name. It's all good. He the one that guided me back. I knew he would. Feel the static tingle down my spine. Your God's watching. Only drink the holiest waters. It's non-toxic. Can't walk backwards. Forward's the only option. Bible open. Can't stop reading. The spirit got me. If it's not heaven, I won't chase it. Think of what my name is. Knocking down walls with my cadence. Pardon me. I don't need permission to be loved. I'm in God's hands. Never did his mission with no gloves. So you know that it was him. Why do you pretend? Subtracting all my losses and I'm mad at all my wins. So you could do your math for me before you try to doubt me again. Releasing the sin, time to repent. I went dark on him, knowing I was going with God. Never felt bad, knowing I was facing some odds. What kind of brother is you? What kind of cousin is you? Only reaching out to me when I reach out to you? Nah, people catch feelings when you stating the facts. Used to feeling bad, now no holding me back. Try to crush my dreams, but could never do that. I'm feeling great now, yeah, hallelujah for that. Love. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Saved my life so many times, man. I shouldn't even be here right now, but I am. And I have no other choice but to thank you. Amen. Let me ask something. Do you ever feel bad when you trap something? When you smack something? When you clap something? How you doing all that and giving back nothing? Claiming you blessed, lie with your chest. Yeah, he took all them shots but got no spiritual vest. Never healing from his wounds and his heart is a mess. Emotions all out of tune, not the same when you met. Love. So what you gonna do now? Mind blurry. The pain make it harder to smile. The contrary. God's always gonna be around, so I'm worried. He's seeing how I've been getting down, how I'm caught up in my sin. Here I go again, lusting over women that don't wanna see me win. Praying to my maker I could let go of one thing at a time, and that I keep all over my life. Can't imagine the things that I've been through, the evil that men do, making hard to look simple. I push through these issues, Holy Spirit, I need you. The more that I seek you, I share with more people. I'm hoping they reach you, I'm knowing they need you. I see that they weak too, the devil deceitful. The way that he creep through, make it look easy. So they need Jesus, cause they fall into pieces.
Oh Lord.
Amen, bro.
I can hear the connection of the streets with the church from the boom bop and the beat, and then the lyrics. First of all, flow sick. Dog.
Yes.
That's what I was gonna start off.
I was dying to press this
Before I go
button.
anywhere, flow
Yeah.
sick, bro.
Appreciate it, bro.
Damn.
Appreciate it, bro. That was last minute clutch. And the hook. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Bruce Almighty.
Yeah, I seen that
the movie.
When he was hearing all the prayers in his head.
Yeah.
And he's like, "What is all these voices?" The
Yeah.
hook, that's what the hook is supposed to be.
Fire.
Yeah, that's fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very creative in that piece. Is that something that you do? Do you find creation in like movies, shows,
Yes.
and things like
Yes, definitely. I was watching a lot of like movies about God and
Mhm.
like Angels in the Outfield, Bruce Almighty, Shawshank Redemption.
That's a classic.
Yeah, like that was real big for me too, because it was like anybody deserves a
Redemption.
Yes.
Yep.
Exactly. That's the point. Yes.
I just want to say the way you so if I'm allowed to
Breathe,
speak,
bro. Breathe.
Yeah, if I'm allowed to speak candidly.
This is how we know he's really excited.
If I'm allowed to speak candidly, I feel like at times I've heard gospel music or just music about God. I've seen it. It's been tried with like rock. It's been tried with rap. There's a certain cheesiness to it.
Yeah.
Or it might sound like that
Exactly.
to an ear that that's not what they're seeking.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hear that here. You wrapped it in a way that you took the message you wanted to convey and you made it attractive, bro.
Right.
You made it real attractive, because this is something that I feel like I'll bump this in the car and feel like the feel of me maybe not doing something good or that I should be doing, and then when I get to hearing the lyrics, it's the message you're trying to convey.
Exactly.
And kudos to your producer too, because that sounds
Yeah.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah.
Shout out to Product.
Yeah, shout out to Product, man.
Shout out to Product.
Are you one producer, man?
Yes.
Okay, so he worked on the whole album.
He's my engineer.
Okay.
I have about 12 or 13 different producers that are constantly sending me beats.
Wow. Okay.
So I'm always ciphering through beats, trying to figure out what I want to go with.
Okay.
I'm real. To all you producers out there,
Let me talk to the camera. Talk to the camera. Talk to
all you
Uh-oh.
producers out there, let me say something.
Scary.
Scary. Go off.
Let me say something. I am very, very, very picky. If you cannot tell by the sounds of my beats, I am very picky with my selection of beats. So if I do not pick your beat, it's nothing personal. Nothing personal at all. It's just I'm very selective. If it doesn't move me, it doesn't make my words come out. Like I literally have to be like, as soon as I hear the beat, the words have to start popping up in my head, or else I'm moving on to the next beat.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So like, if it doesn't do that for me, I'm sorry, man.
So if it doesn't, no offense.
No offense.
No offense.
No offense. Respectfully.
If it doesn't click immediately, then
Yeah,
you're moving
gotta
on.
have-
Like, I can
uh,
literally listen to a beat for 2 seconds and know that I don't like it or not. It, like, I can literally get into your beat, hear your beat for 2 seconds, and be like, skip.
Mm.
So it's not like I'm sitting here listening to the beat like, nah, this beat trash. Like, no, I don't like the intro.
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
can tell that by my vibe that it's not gonna get
it didn't sway you from the beginning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, kudos to him and the producers that do send you beats.
Right.
Bro, that was fire,
I'm not giving
man.
out that sauce though.
Yeah.
12, 13 producers gonna stay in the closet.
Nobody gonna know.
You can't. But what I was getting at is that's fire, man.
I appreciate it, brother.
That's
I
fire,
appreciate
bro.
it. You see why I take my time?
I hear the craft. I hear
You
the
have
craft.
to make it good. So.
I hear the craft, and I go back, and the way I can tell is that I go back to that is I wasn't bored by it, right? And I'm usually maybe if not bored by it, I'm not attentive to it.
Okay.
And I was picking up the bars, and you're talking about it. You know, something that's very human, that's not acting like, oh, I'm perfect because I follow God. No, you're speaking on the opposite. Like,
Right.
hey, life is messy.
Yeah.
And you even said some things about which you literally been telling us here the whole time. It's like I've been knowing he's there, but it's about time I'm getting like
Exactly.
serious with him. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the way you describe that feeling of like when you're sinning and doing the things and then you're feeling a mess after, and like in your heart and all that, fire, bro.
Yeah.
That's fire, man.
That's real, man. It's
yeah.
real. I literally done bawled my eyes out crying because I felt so bad about something that I did, you know? Like,
Right.
and it's like, it feels like they say like, would you hurt your mother?
Absolutely
Would
not.
you want to make your mother cry? Would you want to, see your mother in tears or anything like that, or heartbroken? No, that's how God feels when you sin.
Mm.
So it's like, oh man, that's how it makes you feel when you got that connection with Him. It's like, oh man, you feel disappointed in yourself, So I done been there. Like that's why I be telling people, man. Like he said, it's a marathon. It's not a race, man. It's not a race. You got to take it one day at a time. You got to pick that cross up every day and walk with Him. So.
Yo, real quick, I just want to say this to the producers out there. If you want him to like your beat, it sounds like you need to put some guitars in there. All right?
I love guitars.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Actually, I just love strings in general.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like the sound that I really be looking for.
It's very heavenly.
Yeah,
The strings.
very, very,
Yeah.
very heavenly, and also it allows space. I don't like the crowd the beat. I would rather ride the beat.
Mhm.
A lot of people they try to overpower the beat instead of mixing. If you notice how my words bounce off
Yeah.
the sounds,
Yeah.
that's what I like to do because it makes the song feel more complete instead of it just being words and beat
I got you.
together. I want the producer to get the love too. And I want to get the love at the same time.
Yeah.
It's not a song if the words don't match the beat.
I got you.
Can't just rap anything. Stop just rapping anything.
Well, that's what I told you. That's the difference. That's how I know there's like a story in there. Because that's the difference between, well, I made 30 tracks this year. Just put them all together.
They just say whatever.
Here, just
Yeah,
say
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to do that, man. And plus, at the same time, when you have people waiting for something,
Mhm.
it's like you're gonna give them the Walmart brand.
Great value.
The great value brand. That's what
Yeah.
you're gonna give them, and it's not well packaged.
Mm.
It's not seasoned, or when you open it up, it's stale.
Yeah.
How many artists have you listened to? You can't even get halfway through their album.
There's a lot. And it's from, you said, wait, before we get into that.
Lawyer!
Walmart, don't come after us. I think you said it either at the beginning of just or when we were about to start up. If something sounds the same,
Mm-hmm.
you know, if you're not mixing it up,
Yeah.
like the sounds, like how
Right.
you say you touch every genre.
Yeah.
If something sounds if by your fifth song I still feel like I'm listening to the first one, I'm turning it off.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, you know.
And at the same time, it's like if all your songs are sounding the same, how much of a story are you telling?
You're not.
Because it's like, all right, if I'm sitting here listening to you, all right, the first song's cool, second song's cool. Why does the third song sound like the first and the second song?
Like a run-on sentence.
Right. And then I get to
It's a remix album. Done remix the same song.
Then you get one song where it's like, oh, this is a little different, and then they go right back to the sound again.
Yeah.
What's going on here? Like, I don't know, man. I can't coach people when it comes to
That
music.
that sounds
No.
like a lack
Artists
of
get so
creativity,
sensitive,
also,
yeah.
though,
Yeah.
right? Because I can tell from just those two songs, you have a different flow, a different delivery,
Mm-hmm.
and the message is different,
Yes.
right? So that right there is already like, damn, like creativity. You're being more creative versus some artists, like you're saying, right? You can hear them talk about the same topic for 24 songs. Like, bro,
Yeah.
your producer or your engineer didn't tell you this was a bad idea.
Right.
Someone in the room didn't say, hey, maybe we should do something different in song number 9.
Right.
No one cares about you, man.
he waited
And this
till
is why,
9.
also why I have a large amount of producers that I work with, because they all send me different sounds. You know, if you go to the same producer, most likely you're gonna get the same sound. From
Right,
that
right.
producer
He's
all the time.
mastering his sound.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, so
So, like, this is why I stay with 12 or 13 producers.
There you
all
go.
different types of sounds, different countries, different lifestyles. You know, like, I got, like, one of the producers that I just recently worked with. He's from South Africa.
nice.
He made the beat, the last beat.
Mm.
last
Okay.
song. Yeah.
Fire.
He went off.
South Africa, yeah. So,
Shout out to whoever he is.
Mandika.
There you go.
Shout
Yo.
out Mandika. South
let
Africa.
me ask you this, bro, because you know you're from Jersey, and in Jersey, you know, different cultures all in the pot.
Mm-hmm.
When you gonna do a dembow, bro?
You said to do a what? What's that mean?
Dembo is like
That's Spanish?
Yeah, that's
Spanish
Spanish
music.
Think, think, think,
Ah, I could do that. Find me a producer that can make me a quality beat.
I
with that
know a
sound.
guy.
Hey, look.
I know a guy.
Send me some beats,
I
Remy.
got you, bro.
Producer number 15.
Add me to the list. It's all about the flavors.
So
Right.
with that same token, because you said that, and I was like, oh wait, that's crazy, because you at 12, 13 producers now, right?
Right.
So do you see yourself growing the amount of producers that you work with as you elevate in the industry?
No, I see myself losing more
Ooh.
producers.
How come?
Because at some point I'm gonna perfect my sound,
Okay.
and it's only gonna be a certain amount of producers that are gonna be able to keep up with that.
Right, right.
You know, so like, I didn't use all of the beats from. I think there's a producer. I think one of my producers, he made 2 of the beats that are on the album, and then everybody else is different. But
When you say different, like one per track,
yeah, like
Oh.
every track is probably produced by a different producer.
except for that person that made
Except
2.
for Made 2, yeah.
Gotcha.
But my thing about that is wait, what was the question again? I lost my train of thought.
If your producer
Oh, yeah.
count is gonna grow or
Oh yeah,
or diminish.
It's gonna decrease, because first of all, I'm not paying all of these people all this money.
Yeah.
And that's number 1, and number 2, I want somebody to work with me directly.
Mm.
You know, somebody that is like how 40 is for Drake.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I want.
They need to understand your vision
Exactly.
and convey your message
Exactly.
through their beats. Their
Exactly.
contributions need to match what.
Exactly.
I get it.
Which
Yeah.
is that's essentially like the focus. I think what's her name, Billie Eilish and Phoenix.
Mm.
Like he produces for her
Oh, yeah.
directly.
Isn't that
right?
her brother?
Her brother,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Which
So-
is super fire, bro.
Right.
That's so
But
fire.
I think that's what creates success is two people working on the same
Mhm.
thing long term,
Exactly.
right? So it creates greatness.
Yep.
Or three.
Or
three,
three.
Or three.
3 or 4.
I might
Jer
drop
boys.
down to like 5,
Yeah.
depending on the situation,
Right.
or if they like if I'm not working with them directly, they could still send me beats. I'm not telling people to not send me beats. It's
Yeah.
just I want to have a specific production team
Right.
for
Right.
my sound. So
Just don't be offended.
Don't
He
be
doesn't
offended.
pick your beat. Yeah.
Oh shit! Just don't take it personal. That's a good point though, and that's good to let them know that too, because people do tend to take
yeah, they
things
take
personal.
The producers take
business.
that very, very personal. Like, why you didn't use my beat?
Yeah.
But it's like, bro, like I'm not like, as you can see, I've only have 11 songs on my album.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like you 20 other producers expect me to be
Yeah.
sitting here in the
Right.
studio recording 20 songs just because you sent me the beat.
Right.
Like,
And
I'm-
right.
It's not
You
logical.
could do the throwaways for that. Well,
I
not
could-
throwaways,
I
but like
could
the
do
ones that you release.
I could do the throwaways that way, but also that would be
That would still be
that would,
offensive.
that would still be offensive
Yeah.
because it's like, man, you're not really pushing the song.
Yeah.
Like, because when I do throwaways, I don't really push those songs. I just put them on,
Yeah.
put them on the platforms and just let them rock how they rock. I don't even really put them on my Instagram. I might post it on my story once or twice, and then that's it. Like, I forget about them.
No.
But like my uncle would always tell me, like, just be like Tupac. Just make as much music as you can and put it out. Eventually, when your catalog gets big enough and your name gets big enough, all of those songs are going to create revenue for you.
Yeah.
So that's basically what that's for. I don't, not that I don't like my own music, but it's just like, here, you can have it. It doesn't matter right now because at this point, certain songs are meant for a certain reason.
Well, if you're painting certain pictures
Exactly.
and those colors don't fit the mold at the moment, then that's just it is. I don't think it's something for them to be offended. Which I get it because they're also going out on a limb and making art
Right.
and put it in the world and being judged for it.
Mhm.
But there's a distinction of hey, I'm not dissing your sound by not picking your thing. It just does that color doesn't fit
Yeah.
this painting right
Exactly.
now. Yeah. I get it.
I don't. People be in their feelings nowadays.
Yeah.
That's why I stay in the house.
Makes sense.
I stay in the
That
house,
makes sense.
man. Stay off of social media because it is a trap.
Yeah.
Trap. Like you can't do right, you can't do wrong.
Yeah.
It's like how you get mad at me, right? When you got artists out there that won't even respond to you,
Yeah.
emailing them, DMing. I try to stay in contact with everybody that contacts me,
Yeah.
even if it's some bullshit.
Yeah.
Like I got somebody that sends me memes all the time.
No,
I mean, I respond to them like, yo, that is funny. Thanks for sending that to me.
Nah.
You know?
Yeah, we stopped doing that.
Yeah, I'm in the group
Yeah.
chats, but I'm like, no.
Yeah,
I
but-
might peek in, saw one thing, don't check that again for a long time.
Yeah, but I also don't want to be that artist that people feel like they can't connect to.
Mhm.
He's stuck up. He this, he that. Like,
But it's different.
He
If-
big shot now.
It's
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
different. If they're talking to you about things you like, then you're gonna build on that with them.
right.
But if they're sending you memes that's just filling up the storage with just caca, like you're not about to,
True.
Yeah, you could get lost in that.
You
Like,
could.
Yeah,
You could.
like
You could.
I think I don't want to speak for everybody, but I think a lot of people, myself included, very included, have done the deaf scrolling at some point.
Oh yeah.
And I felt how freeing it was to not be chained to my phone.
Mm-hmm.
I at home, I'm like, my phone is wherever.
Mm-hmm.
There's certain people that got a ringtone. My Do Not Disturb has probably 4 people in it that my brother's right here,
Mm-hmm.
my mom, and 5 people with my brother. My mom and my lady.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, that's going straight to it's just about focus. There's
Right.
no offense to nobody.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. Sometimes you gotta cut.
Cut the fat.
You gotta cut the fat. You
Yep.
gotta. What's the word I'm looking for? You gotta. what is it when you bring yourself down? You gotta decompose, or what is it? Not decompose?
Mind and handle your business.
To simplify it.
To simplify it.
Yeah. When you can't figure out the big word you want to use.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's great. I'm ready for that third song, man.
We ready to go, man.
You ready?
Yeah, man.
Lock and
I'm
load.
over here
I'm
like,
excited. Yeah. You
All
said
right.
7 days.
7 days.
So
Next week.
give us the date so we can
April 6th, 2025.
Mm.
Obviously.
wait on it.
Respectfully.
Word. So this next one, Holy Pedigree, man. Talk a little bit about this one.
Ooh.
Get into it.
This song is only 2 minutes long.
Okay.
It's basically me, talking my ish for God.
Okay.
Mm.
And it's just, telling people that, you get stepped on too.
Yeah. Talking with your chest out.
Right, exactly.
Right.
You put the humble aside on this one.
Yeah, keep it humble just a little bit. Nudged it to the side.
Let's get into it, man.
Yeah. People watching moves, got too much to say. Never been a fool, yeah, it's cool, I'ma make a way. I ain't pay attention when in school, cause they lied to me. Teach me how to save money, strive in society, right? They ain't wanna give me no type of notoriety. Wanna see me dead, a slave to the new economy. This shit's crazy, I'm in tune with the snakes surrounding me. You ain't gon' silence me. Yeah, that's what I'm all about. Grew up in the garden, grinding snakes, used to watching out. My pedigree is only up with God, so please watch your mouth. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. No, they wanna stop me, but I've been on a mission. Don't try to approach me, no time for reminiscing. I've been done up with my past, niggas moving with the fishes. No, they got some guts, but they tell ain't help them swimming. I'm glad they noticed me, I got that potency. No playing poker G, I'm all in, no checking me. I hope my nana see I'm tapped in with my destiny. The fact that I could reach the point where God tested me, I got that recipe. Yeah, that's what I'm all about. Grew up in the garden, grinding snakes, used to watching out. My pedigree is only up with God, so please watch your mouth. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Fire.
Somebody got real chest out. Like you said.
chest
Please
out,
watch your
bro.
mouth.
Please watch your mouth.
Please watch your mouth.
Please watch your mouth. And what you said about the school system, 120%
Yeah.
true, bro. That is, yo, make entrepreneurs, make businessmen.
Right.
Yeah.
Why are you not telling
Trying
me
to
the
teach
truth?
you how to sit in a cubicle. Yeah, that's
Teach them
crazy.
something different, man.
Yeah. That was fire.
They don't want us to learn the right things. They want to.
No.
They want to create robots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why they're making robots.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
we decided not to obey,
Uh-huh.
right? Some people decided to step out of line, so they're like,
Yeah.
"Yo, fuck that. We got to go make this robots
Exactly.
because
Yeah.
too many people are opting out of the matrix."
Mhm.
Yeah.
So,
Facts.
but that's a good one too.
Yeah.
Thanks,
That got me
Yeah.
hyped. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
The fishes and you drowning the sound. I see what you did, man. that was fire. That was fire. That fish is bar.
Hey, came back with the ad lib on that. that one again.
yeah.
Oh Lord, that's gonna be catchy, man.
I'm glad that's starting to people starting to connect that to
oh,
me.
bro, absolutely.
I'm glad people are starting to connect that to me because my videographer, shout out to Dame.
Shout out to Dame.
He loves that ad lib. He like, yo, you be killing that ad lib. I'm like,
Yeah.
man, thanks, man. It took, I actually got that ad lib from Stack Bundles. You familiar with Stack Bundles?
Yeah.
Alright.
But
love
he used to do it a little differently.
Yeah.
He was like, I
I don't think he did the
said,
pullback.
I don't think he didn't do the pullback, and he didn't say, "Oh, Lord."
Yeah.
He said, I think he just said, "Lord."
No.
Oh,
Yeah, but my right hand man, my manager, shout out to Martin.
Shout out Martin.
He loves Stack Bundles, man. R.I.P. Stack Bundles, legendary.
Man, I don't know Stack Bundles, man, but I know you now, and
Yeah.
I fuck with the ad lib, bro. That
You-
shit
you-
hard.
You should go look him up, man. Stack
Yeah.
Bundles, man.
it was just,
Yeah, the battles, man. That was an era.
Yeah,
That was an
that
era.
was an era, man.
Yeah.
The big T-shirts,
Yeah.
the big white
oh
T-shirts.
man.
And the key around your neck for the house key.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you ain't from that area, you don't know what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah, that was fire. Yeah,
That was a good area. That was when people was really outside.
yeah,
you
Oh,
know?
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, back then there was nothing to do in the house.
Nothing.
Yeah.
But
You had to be outside.
You can only play Sega for so long before you got bored. So it's like,
Yeah.
I'm going outside, man.
Yeah.
And then you hear everybody else outside. It's like, I'm going out. Don't be on punishment.
The distraction.
I was that
Hell
kid
no.
always on punishment, though. Always on punishment, man. My mother hated for me to go outside. I don't know what it was.
Mine
but-
too, but she worked way too many hours, so I was out there.
Freedom.
As long as I could get back
Right,
inside by
right.
7:30, 8 o'clock, I'm good.
See, but the thing about it back in the day is you didn't even never know what time it was.
No,
Until like it started getting dark. Like, it's
but
getting
this is the
dark.
thing. Grew up in Puerto Rico, so it wasn't like here, like the seasons, like winter, it gets down early. So over there, every day on the dot, 7:30, 8 o'clock. That's when it started getting dark. That's when you make sure
Jet
you're
home.
home before, before it's dark.
Word.
And if not, you're gonna find it. You're gonna find out.
Those
Fuck around,
are the
you gonna
good
find
days,
out.
man.
Yeah,
But those
yeah.
are the good days, man. You like the music was good, the food
Yeah.
was good, the clothes are cool.
The lack of responsibility was
lack of
good.
responsibility.
Yeah, I don't think people. Kids take that for granted, man.
definitely do.
Be a kid as long as you can,
Please,
man.
please
Yeah,
stay a
man.
kid
Yeah.
as long as you can, man. Do not rush it. There's nothing past 25 but bills
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
and aches and pains.
yeah. And whatever you make it, yeah, yeah.
Word.
A lot of yoga and stretching after
Yeah, a lot
25.
of stretching.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot of stretching.
Yeah, you don't know the importance of stretching
Yeah,
till
till-
past 25.
yeah.
Till you wake up and it's like,
Oh.
whoa,
Mhm.
this is new.
Everything start catching up on you.
Yeah, where's this from?
Mm-hmm.
I just had a back pain walking in here, man. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. Yeah, where this come from?
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to gaining from this album?
Respect
Okay.
Mm.
for my artistry.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got it from me, man.
I think that a lot of people doubt my capabilities.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people overlook my music.
What makes you feel like that?
Just because I was never the popular person.
Okay.
Mm.
I was the talented, unpopular person.
Okay.
So a lot of people beat me out because of their popularity. But I think this one's gonna change the dynamic of how people look at me.
Let it speak for
You gonna
itself.
wake 'em up
man.
with
Let
this
it
one.
speak. Yeah, let it speak for itself, bro.
Yeah.
You got us. You know what I mean? I'm bumping.
That's all I
say that.
need. That's all I need.
I'm bumping. I'm bumping.
I'll say that
I'm waiting.
100%.
100%, bro.
I didn't know you before you came here, right? But getting to know you, listening to your artistry and your work, you definitely got my respect on that.
Yeah,
I
me
appreciate
too.
you,
For sure.
brother. Appreciate
Me
you.
too.
Bless you.
Mean that 100%, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
So you respect. Okay. So what do the next 5 years look like for you?
Growth. Honestly, I'm gonna answer this correctly. I don't know.
Mm,
Wherever God takes me.
that's fair.
Mm.
That's
No.
fair.
Yeah.
And that's real.
Yeah. Cause I don't like to lie. And I also don't like to get my hopes up. And I also don't like to put what I'm thinking in the air because the devil be listening. all the time.
Yeah. Work in silence.
Damn.
Yeah.
Working silence.
Hit him with those bars, bro. So you work in silence and let your work manifest what,
Exactly.
you know.
Yeah. I've become real big on that. Just not talking about things and just doing it. You know?
Actions speak louder than words. Show me through action, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Word.
Oh man, that's fire. That's fire.
I'm glad you're excited, man.
I am, bro. You don't know.
Just so you know, this
Don't
is
get
him,
me.
bro. Once you play
Don't
some
get,
tracks,
don't get me.
I already knew this was gonna happen. So I knew
Don't get me.
he was gonna go
Yeah,
crazy,
yeah.
bro.
You can't cheat that. I don't know. It's like a giddy feeling. Like
God.
yeah, if
That's
yeah,
God, brother.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
God. Look, the goal is to make people feel good.
Mm,
Even if I'm telling a sad story. Like, damn, you really went through that? Still here? That's crazy.
I just feel like you hit on all three. Like, it's well made, well crafted. Right, it feels complete.
Mhm.
And then the flow is crazy, so that's what reels me in.
Got you.
And then you're saying your message. You're not like cat hat map, or talking about nothing. You
Hat, Matt.
yeah.
People still rap like that?
Yes.
They out there somewhere.
Yeah, but you're saying your message. You're making it attractive to something that at least for me personally in my life, I haven't been drawn to. I do believe in God. I do believe in the universe. I do feel connected to it. But specifically, music about religion. I've always found that a little. Might I even say cringe? Like,
I
it's
understand.
like it feels forced.
Yeah,
This doesn't feel forced.
it shouldn't, because it wasn't forced. It wasn't forced at all. Like I told you, it took me a year to put the songs together.
Yeah.
So it wasn't forced at all. I didn't rush it. Everything that's happening, everything, like I said, everything's just falling into place. I'm not trying to do anything. I stopped doing that because every time I tried to do something, it never worked out.
Nipped you in the butt. Man,
You know what I'm saying? So I stopped trying.
stay in your house, man. Stay boring, how they say. Yeah.
Stay boring.
Stay boring, how they say.
Best
Take
way.
your
We gonna
walks,
change
read
that
your Bible,
definition.
man. Yeah, and we're gonna change. Yeah.
Boring is focus now.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
what
Yeah.
I'm
I
a
like
boring
that.
person.
Hit it again. Hit it again.
Yeah.
I'm a boring
Barras.
person. You are a boring person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's okay. That's actually a good thing.
That's a
That's
good
good.
thing.
You know,
yeah.
that negative connotation that comes with boring is not okay when it comes to somebody that's just trying to be focused and
Right.
away from all the distractions of the world. Because as soon as you wake up, I mean, your phone's ringing, there's shit going on outside,
Mhm.
the TV is on, like it's distractions everywhere.
Mhm.
So stay focused, stay boring.
You know what? I'm
Ooh,
gonna bless y'all.
that's fire.
Oh yeah, we take blessings.
Oh yeah, we take those. Might have to start on it. All right, so we just got blessed with a fourth track, man. We about to play this one, man. Backstep, man. You want
We
to talk about
getting
it?
blessed, y'all getting blessed.
I ain't
There
gonna
you
talk
go.
about
Oh,
it.
we just let this one. He ain't even.
All right.
This hot. All right.
Let the
me
work
turn
speak
this
for
up.
itself.
Hold on.
Hey, yo.
Got here, ain't no going back. Took too long, gotta reach that brand new place where we relax. God gives peace, let me get that. Wash my hands, cleanse my soul. Been on that dark side, heart turned cold. When was the last time you got too close? Death all around me, abandoned roads. Lord, give me time to forgive my foes. They can't know what they just don't know. Never gonna say what I don't want show. Watch those vines trying to stunt my growth, I know. No going backwards, yeah. No going backwards now. 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 I want action, yes I please satisfaction. Bless I for what he's asking, so no going backwards now. I want action, yes I please satisfaction. Bless I for what he's asking, so no going backwards now. Lord's watching me, I seen even though I'm out of reach. I'm seeking love that's meant for me. I'm peeping it's all up to me. Keeping my reach close to destiny. Don't need me, but I needed me. I'm reading that this is meant for me. Not bleeding cause Jesus chose to bleed for me. Can't pay it all back, I know. Mad at all the things I chose. Make my life stay within his hole. Clear my mind, accept my goals. Lord, let me out this hole. I know I fell before, but I will take control. Long as you here, I know. No going backwards now. 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 I want action. Yes, I please satisfaction. Bless I for what he's asking. So no going backwards now. I want action. Yes, I please satisfaction. Bless I for what he's asking. So no going backwards now.
No going backwards now.
Bye.
bro, what you doing, bro?
Them vines trying to stop my growth.
Hey, bro, you was gonna keep that from us, bro? I can't believe you was gonna keep that from us, bro.
That's how I'm like,
Bro,
Top 10
Vibe.
billboards hit immediately when it dropped.
Vibe, yeah.
Damn, that was heat. Bro, I couldn't stop dancing.
Me neither.
I couldn't stop
Me
dancing.
neither. Dancing aside, he got me when he panned the hey. That got me,
Your
man.
engineer
I got
fire,
me, yo,
bro.
bro. Fire, bro.
Shout out product, man.
Right.
Shout out
Yeah.
product.
Shout out, bro. Jesus, bro, I was dancing, bro.
He did his thing on that shit, man. He did his thing, man. I was super geeked because I had fell asleep when he was mixing it down. I heard the beat, and I'm like, this nigga been playing this beat for like an hour straight.
You was hearing it in the subconscious when you were
Word.
sleeping?
So when I sat up, and he's like, you want to hear it? I'm like, yeah, play it. And he played that shit. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
When he put, because the brrrr was not even near. It wasn't even near. I didn't even put it there. It was somewhere else in the song. He turned it up.
And
and
moved
put
it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, dog, yo, you crazy.
Yeah, that's a vibe, bro. That's a vibe. Oh,
Crazy.
shit.
That's probably gonna be on replay on mine.
April 1?
April 6th.
Oh, my God.
April 6th, get ready.
That's
man.
fire, man. That was fire.
Touch every genre. Gotta touch every genre.
Look, I can't stop moving,
And there's still
bro.
R&B. There's still R&B.
It is, yeah.
No, there's still R&B.
you got R&B.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yo, man, you want?
Don't get the whole
Just trying to squeeze it
The release date is today.
Surprise
actually.
it came out today.
I was actually thinking about doing that with
Yo.
y'all. Like just playing the whole album with y'all. But then I was thinking like, I didn't want to saturate your episode.
Nah, what are you
No.
talking about,
Bro,
bro? Don't
first
do
of all,
that.
This episode is to highlight
Hey, this
you,
is
so,
your episode.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what are you talking? We over
but
here. We having a whole party. It's like,
I will say this: it's best to leave people wanting more.
yeah, that's
definitely.
true. That's true.
I feel like you was gonna keep that from us though, and that's
Yeah.
not cool, bro.
We would have got that. We would have heard it on the album and been like, yo, he didn't play this one for
Of
us.
all the songs, he didn't
We was
give
cool
us
up to this
one.
point.
Play it again. Play it again.
Yo, run that back, bro.
Run it back, man. Yeah.
Come on,
Don't
man.
tease me with a good
No
time.
going backwards now. Come on, bro.
Turn up a little more, bro, cause
Go ahead.
Yo, make sure you play this one on the outro, bro.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Took too long, gotta reach that brand new place where we relax. God gives peace, let me get that. Wash my hands, cleanse my soul. Been on that dark side, heart turned cold. When was the last time you got too close? Death all around me, abandoned roads. Lord, give me time to forgive my foes. They can't know what they just don't know. Never gonna
That's
say what I
bars.
don't want show. Watch those vines trying to stunt my growth. I
that's my
know.
line right there.
No going backwards, y'all. 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 I want action. Yes, I please satisfaction. Yes, I'm through what he's asking.
In a jet ski in the island.
I'm in a beach with it, bro.
Please satisfaction. Yes, I'm through what he's asking. So no going backwards now. Those watching me, I seen even though I'm out of reach. I'm seeking love that's meant for me. I'm peeping, it's all up to me. Keeping my reach close to destiny. Don't need me, but I needed me. I'm reading that this is meant for me. Not bleeding cause Jesus chose to bleed for me. Can't pay it all back, I know. Mad at all the things I chose. Made my life stay within his hole. Clear my mind, accept my goals. Lord, let me out this hole. I know I fell before, but I will take control. Long as you here, I know.
No going backwards now.
No going backwards now. No going backwards now.
That beat break.
I know.
No going backwards now. No going backwards now.
This man.
Shout out product, man.
Shout out you too, bro. Going backwards now. Yeah, right there. What? Let's go.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. This song and the last song, they both
Yeah.
like I feel like I was watching a video in my head. For real. With this one, like Jamaica, jet ski, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
why you was doing this?
Yeah. Bro, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm in the video.
Yeah.
And like just going back to the island, now it's nighttime, you're in the club, people around you dancing. And
The
you,
torches and
like,
fire.
Bro, yeah, the bro.
Spinning torches?
Fire, bro. Fire. It's like all in my head. The last song, I saw the kids in the school. You remember back in school, the kids used to do like the drill. They had like the drill team.
The
ROTC.
Yeah. So like that, those kids doing the drill to the song, because your message was so like connected to that. Like, and I kept seeing it in my head, bro.
That's a nice idea.
Your music is painting pictures in my head.
That's good.
I mean,
That's
it's good.
crazy.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's the first time I've ever heard that.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's happening.
bro.
That's what's happening, bro. I love it.
Wow, man. Thank you, man. That
Yo,
means-
shout
that
out
means-
you,
Hey,
bro.
shout out
And
you.
bro.
Thank you for
Nah,
sharing
thank you
this
for
with
dropping
us,
by,
bro.
man. This-
Yeah.
For real, bro.
I'm excited for this, bro. I know.
Yo, nothing, bro. I'm playing that today in the car. I
It's
got
on
a
the way
trip
home.
I got a trip
Send
down
me
to
these.
Violent.
Yeah, you been trying.
Oh,
I'm
man,
trying
that's
that. I'm
all-
bumping that.
No,
That's
going
that's the
backwards now.
number one thing Product was trying to do is make sure that every song is able to be replayed.
Yeah.
You know, so like we made sure, like when I was going through the beats, I'm like, does this song sound like? I mean, does this beat sound like it can be replayed? Can I listen to this beat over and over and over and over
Yeah.
and over again? And that's another way I find my beats is the beat catchy by itself,
Yeah.
because the first thing people pay attention to is the beat.
Right.
You know, before they even get to your words.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, so I try to make sure that that's one of the things that I focus on is, do I like this beat personal? Not as an artist, but personally. Like,
Yeah.
would I listen to this beat just riding in my car as a normal person? Not as Bag Bey,
Yeah.
but as Joshua Bey.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Man,
you gotta be a
shout
fan
out,
first.
man.
Yeah, bro.
Be a fan
Absolute-
first.
Give you your flowers.
Absolute
bro.
fire, bro.
Stay focused, bro. Stay in the house, man. If this is what you're putting out, stay in the house. Don't.
don't go
I'm
outside,
serious. I'm
man.
dead ass.
Yeah.
I am so dead ass right
Stay
now.
boring, bro.
Yeah, stay boring, bro.
You
I will
killing
stay
it with
boring.
that.
I
yeah.
will stay boring.
Yeah.
You killing it with that
will
right
stay
now.
boring.
Yeah.
Damn, that shit was heat.
I was
dancing
fire.
now.
We'll put it. Yeah, we taking it out to this, man.
We
Oh, my
island
God.
people too, so like when you play this, you already hitting us. But then your message in
Yeah.
the song too is like,
You know,
damn.
it's funny. What do you say?
The Dembo, you say that earlier, bro. Yeah, you gonna say I got it, bro. You just don't know I got it, bro. I got it.
He gonna
Is
slap
that
on
what
the
you
dembo, bro.
He said, "What you want? Some flavor? I got one more."
I got it.
Yeah.
So the whole time
That's
you
why
knew
we-
what I was saying.
I know what you were saying, but I'm like, let me just keep my mouth closed. I'll keep my mouth closed.
Keep it in the tuck.
Unreleased,
Should I?
unreleased.
Should I throw the Joker down? Because that's the Joker. That's the wild card right there.
Yeah.
You know, that's the one that people aren't expecting. Besides the one that that sounds like EVP,
Okay.
which I think a lot of people it's gonna go over a lot of people's heads.
Yeah.
If they haven't seen this, if they're not gonna watch this interview,
Yeah.
I think they're gonna be like, well, why the fuck is it produced like this? Why does it sound like this?
No.
You're literally gonna think that it's not mixed. You're gonna think that I rushed the song.
Yeah.
You're gonna think that some people might even think that the song is trash. But if you really pay attention to what I'm saying in the song, you'll get it.
Well, I feel like you're speaking on a certain type of person. You could be we could call them average listener, average
The passive listener.
the passive listener, or stream what do you call that? Not streamline, mainstream listener.
Okay.
But I feel like if people are like connecting with your message and they're seeing the when they hear your album
Timeline,
and
yeah.
they're seeing the timeline and they're seeing what you're painting,
Okay.
right? I don't feel they'll dismiss it like that.
Okay.
Not if they vibe with the whole project, I think they'll get it.
Mhm.
Cause you made sense. It's once you said why you did it, right? Of course you're gonna have people being like why he did that, but then you're also gonna have, and those end up being like your true fans to be like, oh, cause like it's his
If you-
spirit
yeah.
speaking through the speakers,
Right.
You feel me? So
The firmament.
so there you go. So
Mm-hmm.
see, I was the one lacking the expensive word right there. Thank you for that, brother man. But yeah, I'm personally excited, man.
Yes.
Yeah. You sound very dedicated to what you do, and it shows.
Thank you.
And that's not hear us like puffing up your ego
No, not at all. Not at all.
or your spirit, bro. You can't cheat action.
Right.
And I can't sit still in the seat right now.
Yeah, bro. I'm
You
surprised.
must be a hard person to move then.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm like, well, no. It depends. I am and I'm not.
Okay.
If it's anything, the man is dropping. I'm because he just knows.
Right.
You know what I mean, and
Right.
that just his sound is something I like. But if I don't, I'm
you
just
need to send me some beats, man.
I got
Yeah,
you, bro.
but-
I got you, bro.
yeah. But
Yo,
if I'm
them bow, bro. them
yeah,
bow.
but if I don't,
I
I'm
must
just.
have everything.
But if I don't, I'm respectful about it. But it just you. If something makes you move without you trying to move, like it's good.
Yeah.
It's good, bro.
That's what the beat did
Yeah.
for me. When I heard it, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
this one's.
And that's what it's gonna do to people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Top 10 on the
That's-
billboard.
yeah.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, yeah.
And if it
For
don't make
sure.
it, it's because they trying to sign you and they trying to prevent you from getting there.
Yeah.
Because you're not signing to them.
They
You're trying to
hating.
stay on
Yeah.
your own.
Stay
I-
independent.
I want the deal.
Stay independent. Yeah.
Just so y'all know.
Stay
Just make
independent.
sure it's the right deal. you
Exactly.
heard?
It's gotta
Yeah.
be. It's gotta be the right deal for me
Yeah.
and my team. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But we want the deal.
Yeah.
We don't want to struggle in the streets trying to be
No,
independent, you know?
for sure.
But it's nothing wrong with being independent. It's not for everybody.
Yeah, if you could do it, you can. Yeah, that's what I was
Exactly,
gonna say. If
you
you could
know?
do it, you could do it. You know.
Don't try to 360 my boy, man.
Yeah, nah,
Good
nah,
deal,
nah,
man.
nah,
Nah,
Yeah.
We need a good deal. We need that good deal.
Partnership. You need a
Partner-
partnership.
There you go.
That's what you need.
Partnership.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
That sounds
Yeah.
better. Partnership.
Hey man. Yo, we need some quotes, man. What y'all got, bro? 'Cause-
Get into the quotes.
Quotes.
Got any good quotes?
Let's see. Once you let go of a spirit, don't let it come back into your house. Once it's clean.
You said
Say it.
unless it's clean.
Once you let go of a spirit, don't let it come back into your house once it's clean.
I like that.
I like that.
Keep them dark spirits out my house, you heard?
Yeah. I like that. Protect your peace.
Mm-hmm.
Protect your peace.
Protect
There
your
you go.
peace. Damn.
That's mine. Protect your peace.
Yeah.
Word,
Rem, what you got for us, Rem?
Yo, get rid of those vines trying to stunt your growth, man. That's from my
Hey, yo, who said that, yo?
boy. The man right here, man. That's on the album.
That was cold. That was cold. That was cold. That was cold.
That's fire. That's fire, bro.
Let's see
Yo,
what
it's
you got
fire
for them.
episode.
See.
That's what I got. Protect your peace, right? What you got for us, brother Ennis?
So mine is it's not a quote. I'll say it's more of a mantra.
Mantra. Okay.
My unmatched perspicacity coupled with sheer indefatigability makes me a feared opponent in any realm of human endeavor. And that's actually from Avery Tate, Andrew Tate's dad. And I found that to be very powerful and resonates
Can you repeat
with
it
me.
again?
My unmatched perspicacity
Mm-hmm.
coupled with sheer indefatigability makes me a feared opponent in any realm of human endeavor.
Damn.
That's deep.
Can you simplify it for it was 2 words I couldn't get. Your what and your what?
My unmatched perspicacity.
What is perspicacity?
My ability to keep going.
Okay.
You can't
Ooh.
stop me.
Your
Okay.
drive. Your
My drive.
Okay.
Okay.
My unmatched perspicacity coupled with sheer indefatigability
What is that?
my ability to never get tired, to always keep going.
Oh, no fatigue.
No.
fatigue.
Oh, damn.
I have drive and I don't get tired, right?
That's a dangerous opponent.
My unmatched perspicacity coupled with sheer indefatigability makes me a feared opponent in any realm of human endeavor, in any situation, anywhere you put me, I am a feared opponent.
Word.
Fire, bro.
I like that.
Fire.
Sheesh.
I might need you on the next album.
Yo, shout out Andrew Tate and rest in peace to his dad, Avery Tate.
Yeah, R.I.P. R.I.P.
He passed that down, and when I heard that, I was like, bro, that's a good mantra to live by. That's something powerful to like remind yourself of, because we all go through tough situations in life, and you know sometimes we're like going through and we're a little tired, so we give up.
Right.
I don't give up.
Yeah.
There's
And
no reason to give
those
up.
sound like the words of a grandmaster, though.
Word.
Facts.
Yeah.
Those are they're surgical.
Right.
Word.
Yeah. And from hearing his son speak, he says he attacks every life decision like that. That's how true his dad's words were and how infectious they were. He attacks everything like that. So I'm glad you're thinking like that. I should be thinking like that too, brother man.
I mean, I think everybody can use a little bit of that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Bag Bey, man, bro, you don't know how much of a treat it was you coming by today.
Hey,
honestly, man.
It was a treat for me.
Yeah.
This is the beginning of my press run. You guys are my first time.
There you
Let's
go.
go.
There you go. I like those words. Beginning.
Yes, sir.
Beginning.
Beginning.
Yeah. And it ain't never
It
stopping.
ain't never stopping. My unmatched my gosh.
My unmasked guys.
I gotta learn that one, bro.
Hey man, my brothers got anything? Yeah, good.
Yeah, man.
As always, peace and love. We out.
Backwards, no going backwards now. 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 I want action.